I'm Tarail McVee from Keep It 100 Podcasts. We actually have a late night show tonight, which was like a shock for us. But our guest is from India, and they're 12 hours and 30 minutes ahead of us. His name is Avon Dreamer. He is a producer, songwriter, singer. I posted some of his stuff earlier, but he has joined the comment section. So let me wave at him and add him in. Well, he just sent me a request right now, so let me add him in. For sure. Let's get this going. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me here.
Um, when I in when I introduced you before you came on, do you mind saying your name? I'm not sure if I said it wrong or not.
Oh, it's correct. It's correct.
Okay,
It's Evan Dreamer. Evan, yeah.
for, for sure. Usually what we do when we have guests come on, we have them introduce themselves. But since you just did that, can you speak a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm from India and I'm a singer, songwriter. Uh, the genre that I work on, it's chill pop usually. I started with more like country pop, but now I'm more into chill pop kind of thing. And I started it in a high school. When I was in high school, I started writing, I started singing. And there was a time when when you have so many experiences at the time and then something motivates you. It's like, yes, you have to do it now. Like everyone picks up their own art, like someone goes into painting, someone into music, someone dances. So like music was my thing during that time. So I started learning guitar and I started writing songs. So yeah, man, that's how I started.
For sure. Sounds good. And what age did you decide that you like wanted to get into music?
I was like 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
And far as like how you got into it, did someone inspire you or you discovered you were like really talented, excuse me, at music?
So it was like um, I used to listen different genre of songs at that time, and I was inspired by artists like Enrique and Bryan Adams. That was the songs, like those songs I used to listen, and so it was like not planned or something that I have to get into music and I'll be doing this for years or something. But it was just more like first I used to like listening. I used to listen a lot, and then as I said, with your own experiences, like when you have your own life experiences, you just there's something motivates you and you just pick up that thing. So that thing happened to me. I was like, yes, I have to be in it now. So after years, like I planned, like this will be my thing, and I will continue this, not just as a hobby, but something more.
Okay, for sure. Sounds good. And
Yeah,
I was looking at your Instagram. I saw that you played a guitar. Do you play any other instruments?
yeah, yeah. I have it right now. It's already there.
For sure. Sounds good. And far as like artists, do you have like any artists that you want to work with in the future?
Um, like there are a lot. Like I mean, I can't just name one, but of course there are so many.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. That in as well. And far as goals for your career, like what's your ultimate goal for your music career actually?
I mean, this thing like I just promised myself, um, the audience, of course, it matters to me a lot. Everyone wants to like like my dream is not different from any singer who wants to be, he wants to be out on stage, who wants to be heard, who wants to be heard. And so that's the same thing for me. Like I just want my music to reach as many people as possible, and to perform on a bigger stage. And that's what I'm looking for. Like, so I'll be working on it. But at the same time, like what I was saying, like audience do matter to me. But still, even doesn't matter even if 5 people love my music. I'll be making music for those 5 people in future. So I mean, it's good if there are so many people who are listening, if there are many people who will be listening. But even if there are like few people who will be liking my music, I'll be making music for them. So that's how what I have promised myself. Like it won't affect me. Like if it's like okay, I don't have a mass reach or something, but still, it's even like as I said, when there are few people who likes my music, I'll be writing for them, I'll be playing for them, I'll be singing for them.
All right, sounds good. And I can't think of the name of the song, but I was watching it on YouTube where they had like the mask on for like the coronavirus, and you put
Yeah,
out a
yeah, yeah.
music video.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
how, d- like, what made you come out with that song? Like, what inspired that?
Of course, like there's so much, like as we know about coronavirus, like this, the situation is so bad and no one expected, and suddenly everyone is locked inside. And so, of course, there was feelings at that time when I wrote. I was feeling like, okay, um, I should write something about it. So I just wrote. This was the recent track that I released. It's called "We Will Fight."
Mhm.
So that was my COVID-19 project. And yeah, I'll be playing that song for sure, like right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of people like that. Like, it had like 12,000 views or something like that on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, good people are liking. Yeah.
for sure. And what do you have coming for future projects? Like,
For future project, like yeah, so there's a lot coming. Like this month, I'm working on a lot of stuff. To be speaking, like for frankly speaking, it's like so there were like songs that I released in the past, like as a single. So the major projects that I've worked on. So I picked all of those and I have just compiled into an EP with some new songs as well. And I'll be releasing that EP probably this month. Also, there was this single track named Heartbeat, title Heartbeat, that I released like 2 months back. So that video I'll be releasing soon. So the video, EP, and like lot of stuff I'm working, and this month probably I'll be releasing. So that's what I'm working on.
okay. And do you have a favorite project that you've worked on past or present?
Yeah, so this song was like it's called Other Side. That I have like so many people working in that project. So it's like the song was mm, it was a sad romantic feel, and there were like as I said, like there were many people involved in that project. So when you have your own project and when you know like so many people are involved in it, putting their efforts, and so that project is not just yours then. So that was one of my favorite project I worked in. There were like dancers working on that project. They were like instrumentalists, good. So like there's so many people working on that project. So that was one of my favorite song that I worked on. That was one of my favorite project that I worked on. And yeah, it's called Other Side. That was fun.
For sure. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about before coming on, you want to do a couple songs for us. Um, how do you want to set that up? Do you just want to like go with your songs and then we can just talk after? Because we have like,
Yeah.
yeah, we have 30 minutes to an hour on here. So,
Okay. So yeah, we can just I can just play one song we can talk about, and we can just keep on doing like something. One song, then we can talk, and one song we can talk, something like that. We
for
can
sure.
do that.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Whenever you're ready, I'm here listening. So
Alright. So the song that you mentioned in the beginning, I'll be playing that song. So before I play the song, I would just want to say, as we know, like not just the coronavirus, but there's lot things happening around right now. Not, I mean, as we've heard about the protest and like people are fighting about like there was so many stuff that is happening around right now. So it feels very bad, like it feels very sad, to that we're fighting against the same thing that we've been doing for years.
mm,
So I would like to dedicate this first song, "We Will Fight," to all the people right now who are struggling, who are uh, inside, locked, and also. So I will be dedicating that song, "We Will Fight," to all of them.
for sure.
You're not alone. You're not alone. Whole world together. We'll stand as one without any boundaries, without any fear, without any religion. We'll rise and shine, 'cause we will fight, we will fight, we will fight, we will fight. Don't think it's over, don't let yourself down. We'll leave your lovers and we'll peace around. Thousands of people are dying for those hearts are craving crown. Together we all when we ignite. Devil will die and love will survive. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. We will fight. Thank you.
Hey, I like that. Thank you for that. I appreciate
Thanks,
the
man.
mini concert. All right, I guess we can hop back into the podcast. Have you got like what kind of reaction have you got from that song once you put it out?
I mean, it was mixed. Like, it was, I mean, it's been like, I think only a few weeks. But yeah, as of now, the response is good. Like, people are talking, people are liking it. So it's like, still, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And far as are you part of a record label or are you like an independent artist?
No, no, I'm an independent artist as of now. Yeah.
Uh, do you prefer being an independent artist or are you eventually wanting to join like a record label?
Of course, I will like to, like, of course, if it's a good deal and if it's a good record label, and if I, depends on that time, like, how is it going? So if it's a good opportunity, of course, I would like to grab that. Uh, until then, I will be an independent artist here.
All right, and what platforms is your music on? Do you mind sharing that?
So it is a label like my two songs, Heartbeat and We Will Fight. Like these two songs are available on all the major platforms, Spotify, iTunes, and all other platforms. And as I said, like this month, the whole EP will be out, and all those songs will be available on all the major platforms.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. And how do you go about networking with other artists due to the pandemic? Like, is it just social media right now?
Yeah, of course, that is the only platform, of course, because you can't go out, you can't just perform. But still, it's good that you have such a good platform, um, like Insta Live and other social media platforms. So that's how, yeah, I'm promoting my songs.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. And do you interact with like a lot of fans of your music?
Uh, Frankly speaking, this is my first live Instagram. As I said, as I told you, like when we were talking about this podcast, I told you like I haven't been, I have not done this Instagram live yet. But yeah, but now like I have decided like I'll be more frequently, I'll be posting more frequently, I'll be connecting with the audience and people. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. And far as it, I read that you're a producer as well. So like you produce like all of your music as well?
Yeah, so like before I used to book a studio, and because before I was not a producer, recently, like it's been 1 year or 1.5 years, I started producing my songs because the studio thing is, of course, it's like it requires a lot of money, and not just the money, but still, if there's something in your mind, and it's hard that what I feel like I may be wrong, but for me that's how it works. So what do you have, like if there's a project like in your mind, it's good that you produce yourself because you have everything set up in your mind. So it's better. I think that's how it works for me when I work on my own tracks. So I know like this will be the melody and this will, but sometimes I just imagine the complete thing, not just the lyrics, not just the melody, but also like when you start making music, you have a video inside your mind. So I think if you produce your songs, I mean that's how it works for me. If I produce my songs,
Okay.
yeah,
And you said that you've been a producer for like a year. How
yeah.
was the learning curve from being like like being a singer and a songwriter to becoming a producer? Like, what was the process like?
It really helped me a lot. Like when it just I gathered my whole setup. Of course, that is the first thing, like, you should be having like all um, the mics and other setup you should be having. That is the first thing I think uh, I worked on. So once everything was available to me, I just uh, on YouTube I just checked all the videos that how to work on it, and after all, it was just a practice. I mean, I just kept on practicing, and um, yeah, as you practice, you get better, right? So that's how. After a year now, I'm a producer as well.
For sure. And when you started producing, how how long did it take you for you to like get it like right the way that you want the song to be?
So if you talk about, are you talking about like songwriting process and all the things, like all the
Um,
songwriting, or
like
just a producing?
just like the producing, like did it take you a few times to get it the way you want it to be, as far as like producing your own music?
I mean, it just started like slowly. I mean, in the beginning, it was not like very easy to get all the things that you have like in your mind. But slowly, slowly, as I said, it's all about then practice. Slowly, slowly, I was like liking it. Yeah. Then I continued, and I was taking lessons as well, so that I can get better, and finally, so that I can get it like what I actually wanted for that project. And also the experienced people who were around me, whom I know who have been worked for years. So I was just taking help from them, and I was asking about that how it goes, and there was like so many questions. So I'm thankful to them that I was working with them, and that's how I learned, and I started producing.
For sure. Sounds good. Thank you for that information.
Hmm.
Let me ask you a question about like songwriting. Um,
Hmm.
for example, like say if you write a new song, right? Is there
Yeah.
some type of approval process? Do you have like someone you send it to give you feedback?
So, frankly speaking, like I don't have a single process or something when it comes to songwriting. It's always different It's always like sometimes it's melody first, sometimes it's lyrics first. So it's always like a different scenario. So, but as I finish the song, the recording that I have in mobile, I just yeah, send to my close friends or uh, anyone like I feel like I should get a proper feedback from. So I just, yeah, I share with them as well before I just finish the song or before I start working it on a software. I just uh, like a raw stuff, like I just keep on doing on my mobile until as it gets the problems that I'm facing or something, it gets fixed. After that, I take that song to the software, and that's how I start.
Okay. Sounds good on that end as well. Let me ask you a question about the pandemic. You know, as you know, like it has affected literally everyone. Like,
Hmm.
if were you affected positive or negative or both, just because of like how everything is right now?
Um, was kind of neutral at the time because um, it there's that thing that we don't know like till when this will be uh, like when this whole thing will get fixed. So in the beginning, I was like very much neutral, but now it's been like months, and so you feel like, oh man, till when it will gonna last, and how what will be happening. So of course, those kind of questions I think everyone have in their mind.
For sure. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And before the pandemic, did you like have any like plans that kind of just got ruined because of the coronavirus situation?
Yeah, I had few plans. I was thinking to travel to different cities to explore and to perform live at the same time um, to pitch the cafes, clubs, and wherever I can play live. So that was my plan. Like I'll be going out, playing my music live, and promoting my music. That was my plan. But of course, now social media is the only thing remaining right now. For now, I think that is the only plan.
Yeah, for sure. And we don't know once we don't know when it's gonna, I guess, be resolved completely,
Yeah.
but do you have any upcoming plans once it's officially resolved, or are you playing it day by day?
Once it gets resolved, yeah. As I said, that's what my plan would be. Whatever I was planning, right? Okay, these were the things I have to finish once this is over. So once it gets over, like I'll be working on those plans that I have written in my book. Like okay, first, but of course I'll not be. Um, I'll be working on it as much as I can, sitting at home, so that I can build up a proper plan at the time that once it gets over, so that I can just go out and do stuff like whatever I wanted to do.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
far as how you've been staying on top of the music during the pandemic, is there a certain time during the day where you just sit down and like go over what you have to do far as music, whether it's writing or recording? Is there a certain time of day, or is that just when?
Mm, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not fixed time I have. Like, it's sometimes I sit at night, sometimes in the morning, but I'm more a morning person. I sleep like early. I like mornings. But yeah, it's not always like I work in the mornings or I work in the daytime. It's always depends on the mood. If I have something in my mind, or I'm just feeling like right now I have to pick up my guitar. So it doesn't matter what time is that. Like I have to finish that because in songwriting, I've noticed like if you have something going in your mind and if uh, you have to finish at that time. Doesn't matter if you record, I mean, on your phone or something, but still, uh, if there are some lyrics in my head or if there's some melody, going on at the back of my mind. I have to finish at the time, as it's hard to sleep.
For sure. All right, sounds good. Let me ask you another question. As an
Mhm.
artist, as a musical artist, actually, is there anything you feel you can get better at? Like the top three things you feel you can improve on as a musician?
I mean, uh, in music, yeah, of course. And as I said, it's been like 1 year I started producing, so I have to work on software a lot, I think. I mean, not just the starting, not just the producing part, but also the post production, if they are mixing, mastering. Though I don't do my song, though I just give all my songs for mix and master outside somewhere. I don't mix or master my songs, but still, I feel it's good if at least you have some knowledge and if you work slightly in terms of mixing on your song, so you know the how will be the final output. So you always have that thing like in your mind that this will be my final output. So you'll be like free. You'll be just sitting at the back and you'll be just okay. This will be done properly. So that thing I think I have to improve in my mixing and mastering. I have to work on it. And apart from that, I think I have to be more active on social media, which I was not from past few years. It's because I was like also working. Like before this, I was also in a job. I was so that time, you have just not that much of time when you're doing a music, whenever you're getting time, but still, if you are working somewhere, like 8 or 9 hours are spent there. But now, like before the coronavirus, like just in December, I just left my job. I just started with my music thing completely.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And
Yeah.
you just mentioned social media. Is there a certain platform of social media that you're trying to target?
Instagram for sure. Then I was not on Twitter, so I just um, signed up like a few days ago or a month. And I think Twitter, Instagram, and yeah, that's it.
Are you on Facebook or no?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but still, I'm not. Like again, I'm not that much of active.
Mhm.
But yeah, also the Facebook. Yeah, I'll be have to be more active on Facebook as well. Yes.
For sure. Sounds good. Yeah, I always post your stuff. So yeah, I like it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Mhm.
And and are we hopping into the next song or do you want to just
Yeah,
continue?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure, sure. So like this was the next song that I'm playing, like it's called Lila. This is the recent song I wrote and it was like a 10 minutes thing. I mean there was this lyrics in my mind and I just wrote this in like 10 minutes and um it's not even finished, I mean, but still, as I mentioned, I mean, before this podcast, I already mentioned on my page that I'll be singing one unreleased track. So this is the song that I would like to share, and I would like to know the feedback from people who are watching this videos, who's watching this podcast, and who will be watching this. So I would like to drop me a comment on like how you feel about this song, so that I can work on it and I can. Uh, give it to you. I can just release it for you all.
For sure.
Yeah. When I met you, I knew I loved you. Not just this time, but for many lives. When I touch you, I realize that how wonderful this world is. You mean everything to me, and you will always be Our connection is beautiful. It's like heart and soul. It's like heart and soul. La 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 la. I love you. La 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 la. I love you. La, la. Yeah, it's just a snippet. I've not finished the track yet.
For sure.
Yeah,
Anyone in the comments, drop some feedback for sure.
yeah.
I appreciate unreleased song. Thank you for that. Thank you for the other
Thanks, man.
song as well. Appreciate that. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess we can hop back into the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. As far as personal hobbies, like what do you like to do? Like aside from music and like work, but just like personal hobbies.
Aside from music, I like to do yoga, meditation, read books. Like there's so many things like I'm busy with. Like apart from music, like um, I just like whenever I'm alone, just not whenever I'm not making music. Uh, I like to um, read about about life and about yeah. I like to meditate, and that's what I do. Like whenever I'm not making music.
For sure. And do you have a favorite book?
I read. If you've heard of Osho, I read
Yeah.
Osho book.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, I like Osho. Yeah, I read that a lot.
For sure. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And far as your brand, like your future brand, of course, like in the future, would you be willing to like start your own like record company, or are you just gonna want to be a part of a label? Future though.
No, I've not planned to start a record or
Okay.
something. But yeah, I would like to be a part of a record label in future if I get a good opportunity, of course. That is my plan, yeah. But no, I will not be starting my record label. I haven't planned yet, yeah. Because I think there are a lot of stuff that you get busy with.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not just an easy task like you just open a record. There are so many things that you have to deal with once you start. It's completely business like that. You know, then it's hard. I think it's hard to focus on your music. Then. So yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Let me jump into my next question I have for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if a new artist came up to you and they wanted to know advice on how to become a new artist, like is there a top three you would tell them, like step 1 through 3 as far as becoming an artist?
I mean, as like as currently I'm just collaborating. I've started collaboration. Uh, um, just working on with few artists right now. And but advice, I think. I mean, I'm not the person who will be giving like an advice, but if I feel like okay, this advice will be helpful to a person, then at the time I feel like okay, I should because everyone I think have their own way, but I will not be the first person. Like I'll be going to a person and I'll be giving advice because it doesn't like it's not like it depends like how a person takes it, right? So I feel until unless someone asks me like okay, can you please advise me on this, so what do you feel about it, then of course I'll be jumping in and I'll be giving an advice. But yeah.
For sure. Thank you for that answer as well. And what's something that we don't know about you? Like it could be anything.
Mm, I mean, I just keep on sharing like on my Instagram. I don't think there's a thing like um, I mean everyone have that private space that uh, um, doesn't share. But yeah, through my songs and all, I think I share everything. I don't think there's something I don't share. But through my lyrics, through my songs, I think I share everything. I think.
For sure. All right, sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Far okay. I appreciate your answer on that one. Um,
hmm
what kind of legacy are you trying to leave behind, like for your music career?
I haven't thought of that yet, frankly speaking, because until I reaches at that place, I mean, to where I want to or whatever I dream about, I think I have to leave uh, to that moment. I mean, there is not because I have not reached anyway. This is just not even a start. So once I reach somewhere, I think I'll be thinking on that, like, okay, so but not yet.
For sure.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question about far as getting, say for example, if I I don't know about music and I don't know how to say if I was an artist and I don't know how to get my music onto platforms, are you able to
Mhm.
share how that works?
Yeah, of course. Like yeah, and right now, like there are so many website and platforms and available where you can get information. So of course, I can direct that person, like whoever doesn't know about it. So, but if you, well, but right now, I think before, like it was a major task, like because there wasn't uh, like so many people who have started recently, like to uh, put stuff at all the platforms. But well, I think it's not a big deal as for now. It's just you get easily the information is available on websites, and the more important I think it's to the way you market and also uh, not just the promotion, but also unless you make a good song that really everyone wants to listen. I mean, even marketing and promotion, I think, won't help that much. It might it may help for a short duration, but it won't go for long.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. And would you say it's pretty simple to get your music on platforms? Someone can just like figure it out by just like doing research?
I mean, yeah, if you have your music ready, you just have to there are like ditto.com, like there are so many other websites whom you can just uh, fill your form, just put out an email and send your link, and I think you can get those songs and easily. That's how Spotify has become such a major platform because you have so many artists, you have so many different genres that you can play, and it's not uh, like before, like where you have to struggle a lot to get your songs on platforms. But now I think it's pretty much it's easy. But at the same time, uh, it's difficult uh, because you have so many artists now. Like you have so much of content available, and so for an audience, like it's really hard to choose. I mean, to stick with one artist. I think that's a very difficult task now. Because you
Okay.
have so much available, you have so much content available, so much music is available out there.
All right. Sounds good. Again, thank you for that information as well. How do you go about I want to say marketing your music? Like is that something you had to learn? Was it like was it easy for you to pick up on or did you have to like research that and just figure it out as you went?
So frankly speaking, I was not very good at marketing at all. I don't know. Once I finished, what I used to do before, like once my song is finished, Like I used to just put on the platform, and I don't used to promote before. But now I think it's really important because I feel if there's something that you have created, and if you want people to be to listen to, but so it's really important to market that, to promote that. So you have like so much of many platforms now available through Boost, of course, through Boost, and through also there are websites which helps you to promote your music. So now I think there are so many uh, things available you can promote easily, but doesn't like it's not sure that how it will be reaching to those audience, and how it all depends on the content, that whether they'll be liking, whether they'll be not. But yeah, now you can get your music out there and you can promote by yourself.
Okay, sounds good on that one as well. And let me ask you this question. Well, let me inform you of this about Instagram Live. I should have did this earlier, but I'm doing now. Instagram Live gives you about 60 minutes, and then it gives us a timer. I can see the timer, you can't. So if we end up
Hmm.
the full 60, I'll just let you know. So
Okay.
yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I didn't want it to randomly end our conversation without us entering it
Yeah,
properly.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Thanks for that.
no worries. Um, did you get to share everything you wanted to, or is there something else you want to want the crowd to know that we don't know already?
Uh, so this is so I'll be sharing like the song that I'll be playing now. It's already available on the platform, but uh, still, as you mentioned in the beginning, which is my favorite project. So I would like to play that song, and I'll be um, yeah, we'll be talking after that. I think I'll just play first, and I'll just let you know about like uh, you remember I just spoke to you about like there were so many people who were involved in that project. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the song that I'll be playing right now. It's
For
called
sure.
Other Side.
All right.
Oh, beautiful, I'm trying to save a love so unfair. Life has always been to me. Now it hurts you every time when you say you don't want me. Now it hurts me when your eyes so clearly they say to me that I'll see you on the other side, side, side. I'll see you on the other side, side, side. I'll see you on the other side. Black and blue, then now it's really hard to see. So unfair, 'cause I know that you don't wanna leave. It's not a bad dream, 'cause I get up every night and you're not here with me. And now it kills me when your eyes so clearly they say to me that I'll see you on the other side, side, side. I'll see you on the other side, 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 side. I'll see you on the other side.
For sure. I like that one. Thank you
Thanks, man.
for sharing that song with us.
Mhm.
And what was the title of that one again? That song you just played.
Other side. Other
Oh,
side. I think I published this song around a year ago. But
mhm.
frankly speaking, I didn't promoted this at all. I just so once the EP will be out, I think this will be So this will be one of the song in the EP. One of the major projects that I've worked as of now. So I think yeah, this will be the song that I'll be promoting, and I think I'll be playing playing on Insta Live maybe when I'll be doing my own. I haven't done.
Yeah, I think this song's gonna do good actually. The other ones have too, but this one is I like this one. This one's cool
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
for sure. And okay, I guess we could jump back into the podcast. Kind of got
Yeah,
distracted this
yeah,
mini concert.
yeah.
What's the inspiration behind this song?
So this song, I think I wrote was more about when you have someone like sitting miles and miles away from you, and you just have thoughts that you have to share with the person. But there's, I think, always a feel. There's always some feel that connects two people, even if you're not present physically, like if you're not around that person. So I think this was that person that was more kind of inspired me to write this song and to share that, yes, this is what I feel.
For sure.
Yeah.
Um, will this song be on YouTube as well?
Yeah, it is already there on YouTube.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. So you have like so many dancers and all that have worked in this project, and I personally, this is one of the song that I like from my EP.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check this song out after. I want to hear like the full.
So I'll share the link, man.
For sure. Send me the link after we're done here. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I just appreciate you for coming on. Like we kind of connected on, I want to say short notice,
Hmm.
and I'm thankful that you said yes to it. So I appreciate you for that. Thank you again.
And I would like to thank you, man. Like it's such a great thing you're doing for artists and for people. You are just bringing on this platform, and you're just doing a great job, man. It's like good where you can get connect with people, with your audience, and it's really good. Like you started this podcast. Even I wanted to ask you, like, so from when have you started this podcast, and what was your like main motto? Like, what was
Uh,
the main objective of your
funny,
podcast? Like,
funny you asked that. Me, my uncle actually came up with the idea because he was in Jamaica, and then I guess the pandemic happened, and he came to California. I live in Vegas.
Mhm.
I came to
Okay.
California, and
Oh.
he was like, "Yo, why don't we just start a podcast?" And at first, I was just sitting there like, "Is he joking or is he serious?" And he didn't blink when he said it, and I was like, "Okay, whatever, let's do it." And
Yeah.
we came up with the business idea, and April 9th, we started.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
since then, we've literally have done maybe about 62 or 63 interviews in under
Wow.
like 2 months, I
That's
want to say.
cool.
So that's kind of
Hmm.
how it happened. And
Wow. That's nice.
yeah, everyone's been
And I know you
supporting us.
you ask you ask questions, and I just wanted people to know like how you started out, because I know you
Yeah,
won't be sharing for yourself. So that's why I just put this question so that people know, because I really like what you're doing.
yeah, for sure. We appreciate it over here. We support everyone
All the
that
best
comes on.
for this. Like, I hope like you get like so many people on this podcast and some major projects for you as well. Like whatever you're planning, whatever your objective is, it's really all the best for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. And we definitely have to do a part two because I like you performing. I like your songwriting. So it's
Sure.
yeah. So we definitely schedule a part two sometime in the future.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, sure, man. Anytime.
yeah. And let me ask this final question because we have maybe about like 8 minutes left before Instagram just says no. Is there anything else you wanted to like share with the people in the comment section or just us in general?
Um, yeah, just I would like to tell, I'd like to say, just yeah, if you like my music, please do share. Please leave the comment on Instagram, on YouTube. Also subscribe, and if you like my music, please do share because it really helps a lot. And please let me know. Also, I've started recent collaboration with writers, with musicians. So if you are a writer, if you are a musician, if you play an instrument, or even like if you're not a writer but you have any lines in your mind that you feel like sharing, we can work together and just drop me a message and we can work together. I'll be happy to work with you all.
For sure. And do you mind dropping your Instagram? I'm gonna share it after this video anyway, but if you want to drop it, you can.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Okay.
And I don't know your Instagram, but I know your name, but I feel like I should know what your Instagram is. Um, it's your first and last name, right? Your Instagram?
No, no, it's not my name is Avinash,
Mm-hmm.
and Evan is like, you know, to cut short, Evan is the name. And Dreamer I just added. It's not my
Okay.
last name. It's
All right.
just it's not my last name, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just my name.
All right. I'll share your Instagram after this video, and
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna have to look up like your other platforms just so I can like create a post about it and just share it. But
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I will be subscribing tonight actually after we're done.
Cool, man. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate the music, man. Honestly.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Again, I'd like to thank you for joining our Keep It 100 podcast, and I definitely look forward to like a part two with you for sure.
Surely, surely. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thank you. I know you're like 12, you're 12 hours and 30 minutes ahead, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I see the light back there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I I think we're pretty much wrapping up here unless you have anything else you want to share with us before we just officially like end our interview. Oh, I think we froze for a second. Let me see if I can get him back. Yeah, I think it might have just froze. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. We froze for a second.
Yeah, it was
Um,
just I think internet issue.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear the last thing I said, or do I need to say again?
No, sorry. Can you please repeat that?
Um, I was saying we're pretty much wrapping up our interview here, unless you had one last thing you wanted to share with us.
No, that's it for now. I think I have to leave
Okay,
for part two. I think for part two I have to leave some conversations.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
awesome.
yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah.
thank you for joining Keep It 100 podcast. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day because it's night over here and it's day over there. So thank you for
Yeah.
having fun with us. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
man. I wish you good night.
All right. Have a good one.
Good
Thank
night.
you. All right.
All right. Man. See ya.